joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the checking out the Clippers. They've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. And Kobe Bryant now in the twilight of his career. Very few have had his fuel and his drive. Shaq, you played with him. Give me your thoughts on Kobe.
Yes, he has 5 championships. Yes, he's passed up Michael Jordan in scoring, but he wants to win more than anyone else in the league. He still obsesses over it. He's the biggest critic, and it drives his game. We don't know if this is going to be his last year. He said he doesn't know, but this guy wants to be the best ever.
But you have to admire how he's adapted his game year by year by year, and by the body that he has to do it with. When he was younger, jumping out the gym. Then all of a sudden, as he's getting older, he's posts up more, went down and worked with Akeem Olajuwon. This guy is a true professional.
With the game just about ready to tip, we send you to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The Clippers is the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. They'll play this one here in Los Angeles before the Lakers head back to the road. This is a tough team planning on the postseason, sitting in the 7th spot in the West.
This is a special matchup. I mean, we got here tonight 2 rival franchises. A lot of history between the two, and some bad blood. So let's just see how all this adds up in terms of drama.
And guys, I think if you ask them, as far as they're concerned, this game counts twice in the standings. I mean, it carries that kind of weight. It really holds that kind of significance for both of them.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Thomas in at the 3 slot. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And the Lakers have possession. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and looking back, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Paul outside, and the wide open shot from Griffin, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And for Blake Griffin last season, much more comfortable, Clark, shooting the mid-range jump shot to the point where he seemed to be actually looking for it during games.
Kevin, he's been working on that shot for a few years, and it's important to the scheme that he make it consistently the way the Clippers play. So when he doesn't, the defense can back off, clog the lane, and make that offense perimeter oriented.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Pick by Griffin. Jordan with the screen on Russell. And it's Paul penetrating. Hibbert pulls it in.
You know, and back to Griffin's improved shooting. You know, at first glance, the statistics disagree. He shot a career worst 50% from the field. But when you dig deeper, you see that his three-point and free throw percentages were career best. And that's where that improved range comes from. And also, he's taking more shots outside of the paint, which will also tend to drop that field goal percentage.
Here's Redick after the basket by the Lakers. Jordan dishes to Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. The 3. And J.J. Redick good for 3. Bryant with it. 32 points for him last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his team.
Slam dunk by Thomas.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. You know, talking about Griffin, now that he has confidence in his mid-range, Jay, I think he needs to do two things. One, get it to where it's automatic, especially in such situations. And two, keep developing confidence from the three-point line.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Clippers foul call. J.J. Redick. That's his first personal foul.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Here's Griffin. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Griffin's got his second basket.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Kobe kicks to Bass. Pass to Young. There's the dish to Kobe. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard, and you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Here's Young, following the basket by Blake Griffin. And Bryant wide open, he shoots. No good with Thomas against Young. Here's Jordan. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark's at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Bass. 8 points his last outing. Here's the screen. Jumper off the screen. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-4 run. Ball against Russell. Ball passes to Jordan. He kicks to Griffin. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. That's now 8 points for Blake Griffin.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And Young kicks to Kobe. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Here's Griffin. Up and in on the layup. Griffin's got 10.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And that one's good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's the Clippers. They're on a 17-6 run. Picked by Griffin. Ball kicks to Thomas. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night.
Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game in overall shot making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Lakers trail by 10. Russell dishes to Young. From 12 feet out, off the left rim and out. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Clippers pick up 2. Hibbert with a screen for Bryant. 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Russell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Got that one up quick. Redick's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Back to Young, and they get it. He dishes it to Russell. Nice move. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Tariq Black comes in for Roy Hibbert. And it's World Peace in for Nick Young. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now here's Redick. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. The shot's good from Jordan.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now here's Paul. He had 19 points in the win against the Lakers. And the shot is good.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Byron Scott. He knows that the challenge for his team in this game will be to slow down Blake Griffin, who he described as instant momentum. With Griffin being such a handful physically, they plan to limit his ability to get any space around the basket and hopefully cut down those powerful drives toward the rim.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And that one's good. Redick's got 7 points in the game.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Now, here is Russell. He has 5. Kicks to Kobe. They need this. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it,
too. Oh, they do, yes, sir. Al Paul, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Feeds it to Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. Lakers trail by 20.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Don't embarrass yourself, LA!
And the Lakers call time here.
You know, one of the things I think we forget about with Chris Paul is just how clutch he is as a player. I mean, hitting the go-ahead shot in Game 7 against the Spurs last postseason was a big reminder to everyone that this guy is clutch.
And talking about Paul and his ability to come up in the clutch, that Game 7 shot when he was playing injured against San Antonio, the defending champions, turned out to be the game-winning points. Remarkable play, remarkable series for him.
It was. You know, you could see him hobbling around out there and would have to miss games in that Rockets series, the first 2, if I recall. But that series is what Paul is really all about, Kevin. He is a competitor, first and foremost.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Clarkson in for Russell. And then for the Clippers, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Griffin. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Clippers ball.
Some of the great passing small forwards in the NBA on your screen right now. These are the assist leaders at that position in the past month. And you look at Thomas, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
Here's Randall after Jeff Green's bucket. Randall kicks to Black to end the drought. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers leading by 20. Rivers kicks to Crawford. From the wing. Black grabs the board.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now, here's Clarkson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Now Crawford. After Meta World Peace's three-pointer that didn't go. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Free throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Larry Nance is checked in for Tariq Black. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Clarkson up top. He's guarded by Rivers. Picked by Randall. Clarkson passes to World Peace. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dishes to Clarkson. Rebound by the Clippers. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor. Clark as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
Here's Clarkson. The Clippers getting the bucket. The feed to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Crawford, no luck.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
World Peace against Thomas. Goes back up. Jordan Clark. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.